Esports versus Blacklist International ESL SNAPDRAGON Pro Series.
Your classic front to back, right? It's very skirmishy.
Jump into game 1 and see if Lazy Esports can surprise us. And interestingly enough, you talk about Blacklist having this skirmishy hit and run comp and Lazy Esports having a lot of displacement. It seems to me, on paper at least, that it is a decent solution to deal with Blacklist, right? They want to come in and get the drive-by, but you have so many ways to just lift them out of position and isolate them from the rest of the team.
And the difficult part though is that, like we mentioned, right, JM going to have a much better lineup against Dur in the EXP lane, so that already reduces a bit of the map pressure that Lazy would like to have in the early game. And in comparison, a lot of the burst damage on Lazy is put on Shizo and James Punk specifically. So if MP is able to just dive into the back line and separate them alongside JM, hold on.
They will grab Perceiver back, and that will be first blood going over to Lazy. The Jawhead picks up the kill, and JM wants to go for the Jawhead, doesn't find him. Puckbed gets out.
Perceiver wasn't able to survive that. So already a pretty good start and good response here from Lazy to make sure that they didn't give away more kills. The early game is a very important timing for them with this mid-roam and jungle combination. Oh,
well, Turtle taken by Lazy. That's a lift back. Chovskirts tries to go for multiple targets, but the flicker committed by Dirt. That's another kill for Lazy, so they have 3 so far, but at least Haji was able to secure one on the way out. Still gonna get lifted back.
Oh,
yeah, the displacement. Out of this world, steals the juice in now, still gets lifted back, but Chov doesn't have the mana, so Haji escapes. So he's gonna have it back up for next Turtle. They're not so lucky though, tries to use the Vengeance to gain some distance, refreshes the Demon Mark, but MP the King on the K. James Punks re-engages, gets the stun off. MP the King gets out, but Outplay will not.
Outplayed, gonna be ganked on the opposite side of the map. That is good communication there from Lazy, right? They see that the enemy jungle is on the top half of the map. They instantly rotate over to punish the less manned gold lane. And
because how is Blacklist gonna open up the map without the Gatar, right? And you're running into a Jawhead Juicin who could just, again, displace you like they do now. Revitalize can get used, Final Slash on the 2 jungle. Turtle stolen by MP the King. Shido tries to fight. He's in the middle of all of it. Chrono dashes out of the way. MP the King is just dancing around the battlefield. Dur will not survive, unfortunately. Will just have to give his life up. Double kill for Outplay. Shizo now trapped underneath his own turret. JM Pigman not able to get out. Chove on his tail, lifts him back. Not in turret range, but still beams him down. Either way, Blacklist wins the fight, gets the objective, and now Haji once more. Death Sonata into a snipe mega kill for Outplay.
Of engage. I already highlighted it during the draft. So if they can force Perceiver to use up his resources beforehand, Blacklist instantly has to position very defensively. So slower, more controlled engagements are preferred here for Lazy. Notice for now, they're controlling the turtle pit.
Perceiver tries to use the AOG, gets control, he goes down, flick a Final Slash. Good engage from Dur. And this time, Lazy Esports does the prep work just right, finding 3 kills. And an eventual Turtle at the cost of just their roamer. React to Lazy because Lazy is the one trying to displace targets, you know, going for these pickoffs. Like how they did with Perceiver again, there is just no going out. They're gonna send him straight back to the fountain. But is there a way for Blacklist to take initiative, right? Get an engage off, or is it going to be a constant tug of war where they have to wait for cooldowns from Lazy?
Well, speaking of, Lazy gonna find Outplay again, tries to throw him, uses the flicker, so the Granger is out. But to answer your question, Husky, Blacklist literally cannot start a fight. They just do not have the lineup to do it. Because again, Avatar of the Guardian is not a reliable fight starter. The only way they can be the ones in control is if Lazy makes a mistake and overcommit, like we saw in that one fight earlier in the game. Otherwise, with Azusin and Jawhead, Lazy will always have vision control and zoning potential. Blacklist are the ones that have to slow it down, wait for resources to be committed so that MP can go in later while whittling them down from behind with the Granger. Otherwise, Lazy controls most of the fights until scaling really kicks in.
You can see Lord spawns right now, and MP just got his Holy Crystal. Then a pullback of the Perxiva. Pugback can't get it right now, so could be an opportunity to re-engage with the AOG. Crimson Beacon used, but MP just dancing on top of Chove. Chove will disengage, but this fight is already done. JM Pigman on top of Dur goes down. Double kill for MP, and Blacklist now has the Lord open for business.
If they're able to catch Lazy off guard themselves, then that's actually pretty good, but Lazy still looking to try and contest here.
Shizo's damage out of this world. Still though, Blacklist International secures the Lord.
You know you are going to die a lot against a Jawhead Sin. If you're able to throw away, to force out all of their resources, it is actually very worth it at this point, because Blacklist, they don't really even... Oh!
Whoa! That's a straight up assassination.
Well. Oh, that's unfortunate right there. A little bit of underestimation, because I didn't manage to bring this up earlier because I just didn't have the time to do it, but James Punks has a Sky Piercer, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Not your classic item choice on Suyo. He actually bought it when his score was 0-2. So I wondered, like, is this a good idea? But in situations like that, well, you can see the effect.
Yeah. And we just blow them up before they could do much, right? I suppose it also makes sense that the whole idea is to displace your enemy, you know, like how in Trex's word, give them a stiff arm treatment and take them down when they're isolated. Perxiva does engage with AOG, but look at him dropping like flies. 4-man final slash from Dur, setting it up for the rest of Lazy. Haji will not get out, and KDA is ruined. MP getting out of the fight, but Blacklist just lost 3, and a second Sky Piercer for Lazy, this time on Choveskirt.
I will continue saying it. Got taught as your primary, and in this case, only initiator, is just not good enough. You started the fight with Avatar the Guardian. What are you going to do next, right? And it was even in a funnel. Blacklist's positioning was just not good enough, and then they all got caught in the final slash. It was an absolute disaster. And now Lazy Esports is fully in control. They gotta slow it down more. Blacklist cannot be the ones jumping the gun, because the only way they win fights is by forcing Lazy Esports to be the ones to do it instead.
Is it finally time for Haji to start considering that I need to help out my Gatot by somehow getting the final slash, if he even has vision of Dur? Because I don't think the Arlo has exposed himself to this Valentina the entire game, at least not enough for Haji to steal that final slash away.
Yeah, I think Dur has been doing a very good job of keeping his positioning apart, because he knows that without that final slash, Blacklist just don't have any alternative way of engaging, right? But now the Lord being contested once again.
Perxiva once more just got controlled to oblivion. Pugman barely escaping with the life. The eject button did give him the shield. The big arrow from James Punks as well. There's 3 members of Blacklist. It's getting chunked out in the bush. So back to square one. Lazy Esports, they can do this all day. Final slash did get stolen by Haji though. Dur was just on the edge of the bush, so he's not gonna get a hit. JM Pigman though will go down as Shizo gets a mega kill streak, and this is certified Lord for Lazy Esports.
You know, I think this is like a very appropriate situation, because Shizo is using the new Killua Hunter x Hunter skin. And anyone who watches the show knows that Killua's electric mode is called Godspeed. And Shizo is called Shizo Dashing. In exchange, the dash distance was reduced slightly, but it really doesn't matter. Oh!
Well, again, Perxiva, he's out, and a big control in the backline. AOG was used to escape, but Shizo needs to go down, and he will. MP the King gives in a 10,000 volt treatment. Similar's Electric Cat as a double kill for MP the King, and Blacklist International stays alive.
Ah, that was a bit of a mistake. I actually quite like the aggressive play to catch up Perxiva, but I really don't know why Shizo went that deep in. He got caught in the curtain call, and then it was actually just curtains for him, because Harif needs that freedom of movement. Blacklist now fully capitalizing.
A double Sky Piercer going to work, but it's actually just enough to take down 2 members on the side of Blacklist. Lazy Esports does get wiped out, but Pugman will be back up. And unfortunately, Blacklist, they just do not have the resources to take any inhibitors, and they even lost one of their own. The top inhibitor just went down, bottom one has a big wave pushing in, the mid one is also in shambles. So all Lazy Esports needs to do is just give it a bit of a love tap, and all those structures will start crumbling. Longer, I believe he got a Winter Crown for this next fight. I know someone got a Winter Crown Blacklist, so Perxiva is the one that makes the most sense. He's gonna start the aggro on the Lord, but if you're lazy, you're really not in a rush to take this objective, right? Let Blacklist do the work and just, you know, continue to stiff arm them, continue to poke them from afar, let that top wave build up, and eventually Blacklist will have to deal with it.
Yeah. Right now though, 16 minutes in, Lazy Esports genuinely has to be very wary of MP and outplayed positions, right? These two heroes do a lot of damage.
Haji Cash, stolen final slash, a 1-for-1. Sky Piercer takes down Perk Ziva. The front line just disappeared. Crimson Beacon from Chosker trying to grab MP back. MP now goes down. Completely blown up, and Pinkman, he's the one with the Winter Crown. James Punks finds a double kill in the process as Pinkman now with the yo-yos actually was able to take down Shizo, but still James Punks, money on the prize, takes the Lord. Final slash, well done by Dur, and his outplay against Chop and James Punk, and he just cannot hold on. Shut down by the Suyo. Lazy Esports finds the wipeout.
Beautifully played by Lazy Esports. There was good attempts coming in here from Blacklist International to try and turn that fight around. But with that wipeout and minions already in the base of Blacklist, Lazy Esports will upset the turntables and take game number 1.
Please follow and subscribe my social media accounts for more videos and updates. Thank you so much.